Are live.
He hit the button, so technically, hypothetically, y'all are joining us.
Hell yeah! There we go. Second time's the charm, isn't it?
Beautiful. Welcome to the, we've determined, 8th episode. Although today we have 2 episodes dropping, Thomas. How exciting is that?
It's the 8th and a half episode.
This is episode number 8. We got episode number 9 dropping at 4 p.m. with Robert O'Neill. Oh yeah, I haven't even told you who that is yet, have I?
Nope.
Tom, take a guess who Robert.
I'm uninitiated.
Do you have a guess who Robert O'Neill is?
Is he a politician?
No.
Then that's my guess.
Okay, that's not a bad
news
one.
guy? Fellow
Not
newsman?
bad. No, he is a former Navy SEAL, SEAL Team 6 member in the Navy. So they're the guys that shot Osama. And Robert is actually specifically the guy that shot him.
Oh, right. He was supposed to come on the podcast the other week, right?
He was on.
And you got him.
We got it locked and loaded.
Yeah.
I'm swiveling, man. God damn it.
Oh, I'm swiveling too.
Yo, by the way, we had to scrap an intro. I mean, how many push-ups did I do, Thomas?
You did 42.
42 push-ups. I lost the bet. We didn't bet anything.
No.
How many could you do?
How many could I do?
Yeah.
30 maybe?
30?
You want to pick up that camera and film me doing what you did for the intro? We'll put the music back
Put on Experience Vagina and do some push-ups.
Oh, no.
Just put on Experience Vagina then. I do want you guys to hear this song. You can play it and I'll just keep talking.
It's a pretty great song.
You just play that for a solid 30 seconds and I'll explain it. I'll give some Regina talking points.
I'm going to start back at the start.
You got to start at the start. It's like there's a whole thing. This song was commissioned by the city of Regina, okay? Regina resides in Saskatchewan. Yeah. You feel that? So Regina, 1702 facts you may not know about Regina. Regina, experience Regina.
It's just that over and over again.
No, if you listen to it long enough, they start listing facts about the city.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's
my
good.
God.
The land where Regina is currently located was temporarily called Pile o' Bones for the piles of buffalo bones kept in the area before shipping from east for fertilizer. Wow, that was more grim than funny. It was the first fact that came up. 72 facts you may not know about Regina. You can cut that song. That's more than enough.
Yeah.
If you know where to find it, guys, you can go find that at Experience Regina. Little YouTube.
And I can't believe I never heard that before too. That's my first time hearing that.
It's an excellent song.
The music is just so good, and then they spent 0 time on the 3 lyrics, 2 lyrics.
It's definitely got a vibe. The beat is there, my friend. I mean, that's a little bit of Canadianity. Yeah, I think Jonathan Torrance and his buddy, the Our Lady Peace drummer, I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, buddy. But they're good Canadian boys. Some old school Canadianity there. For all my American viewers, by the way, what is up? If you didn't hear me, Robert O'Neill interview dropping. 2-hour interview with Robert. We have a fucking pretty good time. We get into some frank conversations too. I mean, I won't sugarcoat it. We definitely, I think it was great. I think it was awesome for him too, just to have new questions. And I know I couldn't help but notice it seems like he's coming at things from a new perspective. But I'm gonna let the interview do the talking. I'm just really excited. I've been waiting all week. But we had to make sure it was right. The audio is crisp. Crystal. Audio is crystal. This beard is very cop-like, okay? But what I'm trying to say is that you're going to jail unless you watch the Robert O'Neill interview dropping today at 4 p.m. I got to go find a bar with decent Wi-Fi because that's what I'm going to do.
You're gonna
After this, I'm going to upload it and schedule it for 4 p.m. But it has to start as soon as we're done this. You know how long it takes, right?
Yeah.
It might be 5 p.m. Anyways, we're gonna.
You know what? I think it'll be fine.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure
Where
it out,
is it? It's
guys.
just on Drive?
Yeah, it's on Google Drive. I gotta
you're
download
fine.
it to the computer, and then I gotta upload it to YouTube. 2-hour video. It might be 8 p.m. tonight. Man, I'm gonna have to stay in Ottawa. We'll get to that later. Anyways, I'm very excited. I guess we'll talk about the fact quickly that y'all got my book to #1 in Canadian literature on Amazon.com last week, which was pretty cool. I had of Margaret Atwood. Fuck Atwood. That's kind of no. She was rude to my mom on the Via Rail.
No shot, really.
Serious story. She went up and she was like, I was in university, pissing away all my OSAP money, and my mom was on a train and she saw Margaret Atwood. For my American people, the Via Rail is like our what do they call it? The Amtrak. It's all over the country. It's the only train you can get.
Do they have trains in America?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Why don't we have those Japanese speed trains?
Fuck, life would be so good, dude.
It'd be great. It would be affordable to go places.
Even like the Via that we have, it's pretty unaffordable and it's not great.
Off topic. My mom goes up to Atwood. She goes, "My son's a writer. Can you sign this book?" She had just bought me a book, Stephen Heighton. It was a book, Canadian author. Anyways, she looks at my mom, Margaret Atwood does, and she looks at her and she goes, "You know this isn't me, right?" Like about the book that my mom handed her to sign. My mom's like, "Yeah, I'm aware that the book that, like, obviously, yeah." Like, it was just apparently very painful and rude. And she signed it, and I think... Full disclosure, I think I purposely either wrecked the book, and I'm not even kidding, or I might have pulled the page out and purposely used it to inhale something. Allegedly, in university.
Some air.
Definitely air. Yeah. Like purposely, like that book with the signature, Margaret Atwood signature, that's gone. That's been gone. You disrespect Kathy like that? I mean, if you know, you know. Anyways. So we did that. So y'all are pretty cool. By the way, we got the second novel in the works, Run Charlie Run. Woo. It's a romp through the streets of Ottawa of a university student bent on overcoming his lost love by drowning in alcohol, drugs and prostitutes, gambling. And he also, embarks on it. I'll tell you this, in all seriousness, it tripped me out because I wrote this 15 years ago, Tommy, this novel, Run Charlie Run, dropping right around Christmas. And like one of the undertone themes is like human trafficking, which I kind of like forgot about. I mean, you write these things, it was 15 years ago. And like, yeah, it was kind of creepy because I'm like, wow, I guess you can see the writing on the wall sometimes. I think that's the beauty of art. I think that's why art is always suppressed by any fascist regime, anything. Any sort of fascist regime, the first thing they fuck with is art, and that's why. You can be pretty, I don't want to say prophetic, but certainly predict certain things, even if it's by accident. Like, I don't know. Anyways, new book coming. Confessions of a Middle-Aged White Man, available now on Amazon.
#1 on Amazon.
A former #1 on Amazon. We slipped, but I mean, it's tricky. Like, you gotta be pumping sales to keep the spot.
A lot.
It's funny, America, I was talking to my publisher about it, and America just thinks that all Canadians write is smut because those books are killing it. Like at one point it was like my book #1, and then the next 20 books were just smut. But that's on Amazon.com. If you go to Amazon.ca, it's not as bad. But yeah, Americans are just buying our smut, man. They're buying like that Canadian smut. Is it a little dirtier? I wonder. Can someone comment? Can someone please... Maybe like do a poll. Are you able to do a poll over there? Am I asking too much? You can do a poll in the YouTube chat there. Because that's a good question. Maybe there's more like fur involved. It's like more of a lumberjack beaver situation.
Well, who was the politician in the States who wrote the Bigfoot erotica novels? Do you know about that? Come on now. No way I know something that you don't know.
I don't know this guy.
No?
Bigfoot erotica novels. And you piqued my interest.
Oh,
you
excellent.
had my attention, friend. Now you piqued my... Bigfoot erotica. I'm just going to type that in. Yes, Bigfoot. Okay. A Virginia congressional candidate.
Yeah, Virginia.
Oh, yes. A Virginia congressional candidate accused her opponent of being into it. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. So they're accusing
No, I think they wrote it and then accused their opponent of being into it because they were calling her out or something.
Man, this story's got legs.
It got levels, dude.
We'll have to dig into that some other time, won't we? I mean, let me see. One more little sentence.
I don't know how to create polls on this thing, to be honest.
American politician, Bigfoot erotica. I mean, TikTok, y'all some privy to this conversation. American politician. One more search, guys. One more search. Denver Riggleman. This looks like what you're talking about. His name's the Virginia House race at the center of the Bigfoot erotica controversy explained. Virginia's 5th congressional district is not Democrats' best hope for the House pickup this November, not by a long shot. Yada yada yada. What the fuck? Continuing with the scandal play, I'm sure we get censored. Sorry, just a drawing of Bigfoot's giant dick.
I'm doing everything.
It's a giant picture of Bigfoot's dick.
Did you plug in the laptop? I gave you the key.
No, I haven't plugged anything in,
bro. There. We'll figure it out later.
Do it. That was okay. Where was I, Tom? God damn it! My cop mustache. What do I look like? More of a firefighter or cop? Do you think? I think I look like a cop that's probably taking stuff out of the evidence room. Like almost 90% sure that guy's taking something out of the evidence room with a mustache like this because it's kind of uneven, which I did on purpose. I mean, here's the question. Tom. Is it funny to do like a Hitler stash the final couple days?
No. Come on.
You don't think so? Is it a poor political climate to do it?
Yeah, especially. Listen, man. For the health and safety of the podcast that we're doing right now,
I know.
I'm going to say maybe not.
I'm aware.
However, if you want to do it and then look at yourself in the mirror and go, neat, that's probably fine.
The fact that my instinct is so strongly telling me not to do it, it's making me think maybe I should do it, but I'm going to double down on that and go, no, we're not going to do it. I mean, it's not that funny, but it is funny. Like, you just look so stupid.
Oh, yeah, stupid.
It's just funny to make yourself look stupid.
You can make yourself look stupid in all kinds of different ways.
Okay, so I'll shave. We do the reverse. I got it. Yeah, we do. We actually, I'm glad we came to that.
The reverse.
That's a solution. You could even call that the final solution.
And we're demonetized.
Oh my God, jokes aren't allowed anymore. God damn it.
Not allowed, no.
I keep forgetting. Jesus
Especially
Christ.
by me.
I mean, frankly, if anyone that follows the channel is aware, my grandpa fought Nazis in World War II, so yeah.
Why? Because fuck them.
Because fuck them. That's it, for real. I mean, I will say this, I guess, wow. It's supposed to be a fun podcast. I'm supposed to be just telling stories, weird stories. I'm just going to say this, I guess, because it should be said right now, because I'm noticing a climate where people seem like it's way more acceptable right now to be back. Robert O'Neill podcast. We talk about all this stuff. We get into it with a man who's been on the ground fighting for America and for CIA bureaucrats since the 90s. Soldier and an amazingly brave fucking badass. And we got an interview with him the last 2 hours, and it's dropping tonight at between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. That's the best. That's the best I can do. But it is going to be fire. I promise you guys. It's the best interview we've done yet. I'm beyond thrilled. So that's going to be happening. I guess I should do. I knew there was another thing. Listen, you. Black Friday. Is it right? Anyways, we put a promo code on my merch. NU4R.com. We'll put that in the description. but it's nu4r.com. You put News 25, all cap, promo, News 25, News 25, nu4r.com. Buy some merch. You'll get a hoodie for like $35. Or a hat for $20, a t-shirt for like $25. Maybe a mug. Why don't we have mugs? We gotta get mugs in here, right, Tom? You should use the promo code. What is it? It's News. He doesn't remember, people. News 25. All caps. News 25. News 25. nu4r.com. Help the fight against Skynet. If you buy my merch, frankly, you're pretty much John Connor. Or Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor.
Well, Sarah Connor had those pipes in the second one, Terminator 2. You wouldn't fuck with that, man. I'm just saying.
I'll be honest. I don't watch Terminator.
Did y'all hear that? He's not even by his mic. Say it again. Say it again.
I haven't seen Terminator.
He hasn't seen Terminator. So you don't know what Skynet is. That's convenient. That's maybe what a soldier of Skynet would say. Now you really got me thinking, bud. We're gonna have to. What's a robot? What's a test we can do on you to make sure you're not a robot? The Turing test?
The Turing test is the test that tests
AI.
if AI is like sentient. If it's like as smart as us or is smarter or like sentient. Yeah.
Be honest, were you impressed that I knew what that was?
Yeah.
I know it. Sugar's calling.
Sugar's calling because the audio thing died, so I'm using the camera audio. And we're gonna get audio real soon.
My mic is dead.
They're all dead, Michael. We got it.
Not good. Not good, people. I mean, we said we were gonna go live again. We're gonna try and work through it. So everything.
We're back.
Nice. At what point do I have to start talking again?
No. We were always live.
They were still hearing me?
They were still hearing you. It was just a little crap for a little bit.
What do you know about that?
I know a lot about it.
nu4r.com merch. What's the promo code, Tom?
nu4r.merch.
That's the website. God damn it, Tom. And
That's what you just said, isn't it?
You were having a panic attack over there, so I will not hold this against you.
I'm having a panic attack because 40% of the poll decided that Canadian fanfic was not better than American.
That was the poll result.
That was the poll result.
That's more smutty.
60-40.
Canadian smut loses to American smut.
No, it wins just by not a wide margin.
It was 60-40.
It was 60-40 for Canada.
Okay. So I mean, we can take that home, Canadians. That's something, a point of pride. You can wrap your bacon in that. You can wrap your female bacon in some maple syrup with that. Do you ever dip your bacon in maple syrup?
No, dude, that's a lot of fucking.
Oh, it's so good though, bro.
That's
I'll tell
a lot.
You this. You take the maple syrup, or what you do is you cut the sausage, right? You take the sausage on your fork. You dip the sausage in some jam, or maybe some honey. And then, you go get your shot of insulin. And then you have like a McNugget on the way, or a McMuffin. What's some of the videos we got? I'm sick of talking for a second. I've already talked. I mean, we got stuff on the board here still. I still got to tell you about the fun story about my mom telling me about this Facebook post. And I just got to share it with you because it's outlandish. But let's watch a video. I mean, what do I got? Read me some of the videos I saved. I forget.
We've got.
Let's hear them.
Poop my pants rap.
Yeah, play that. Yeah. So listen, this guy's coming on the podcast. Shout out. Oh my God, brother. I forget your name and I don't have it in front of me because this is the worst run podcast on the internet. I'm putting that on me.
Yeah, please. God
That's
damn.
on me. I'm going to try and look up his name, but in the meantime, you can play the poop my pants rap. This guy's got some real skill. I mean that.
Hell yeah. You guys ready? I don't think the chat's ready for this.
Yeah. No, they're not.
Now, where they so everybody's talking about Bin Laden's letter to America that was published in The Guardian.
These videos are mislabeled.
What's it playing? What's playing?
I played Osama.
You know what?
Oh, poop my pants isn't working. What the fuck?
This is This is a tragedy.
This is a tragedy, dude.
This is the last time you'll ever see it live. That's it. I'm done with this shit. We're gonna plow through right now.
All right, I got it.
Yo, we did it. Take YouTube. I love you. YouTube, we love you.
It's got you fumbling through your phone first. Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I took the fumble through. This was, I mean, yeah, you know he's actually vibing. You know he's nailing that rap. Just listen to this.
I got that rat-a-tat-tat coming out the back of me. Battling, it's putting holes in my clothes. It's a battlefield. Also, I'm on a date, great. This chick just saw my face turn grape. It's too late. She asked, did I shit? I admit that I did. Then this bitch took her kids and they dipped and they left me in my stink.
Unbelievable.
And now I'm looking for
This
a
is
bin.
unbelievable.
Something to put my duty underwear in.
So,
Tune in to Hooters. Who's the junior on a scooter with the dudes? That's my Uber. Bringing me a pair of boxes because I pooped.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Is he freestyling it too?
No, he must write them. I'm almost certain he writes them. If he's freestyling, that's unbelievable. But you know, having said all that, we're gonna make a song with that guy, and I gotta find a good topic to make it about. But anyways, I'm very excited to make a song with the unnamed comedian. But you best believe I'm gonna put his name and a link to his Instagram in the description of this very video that you're watching right now. You know, that's that. I mean, we're lining up top tier guests. We actually do have another huge guest to announce. Tim Kennedy is going to be coming on the podcast next week. So just to fucking reiterate, people, we got Robert O'Neill podcast number 9. Number 9. We determined that this is number 8, right?
Yeah, this is 8.
Robert O'Neill podcast number 9. Not what I'm referring to. Interview with the guy who shot Osama. That's dropping tonight. We got Tim Kennedy, former UFC fighter, knocked out or he beat Michael Bisping. I know that. I've been doing a little research. I'm just dipping my toes in. But Tim Kennedy's a legend, bro. He joined the army while he was in the UFC. Just became a Green Beret. And yeah. And he's super, super shadow banned on Instagram. He was so shadow banned that I had to type his full handle in. And when I tried to follow him, it advised me not to.
Wow.
That's the level they're going to now. And I asked him, oh, man, I wish I could pull it up. But I asked him what, like, you know, I said to him, yeah, man, that's kind of crazy. I told him, like, they warned me to follow you. And he's like, yeah, all I did was say Epstein didn't kill himself. You know, the banks, I can't remember exactly what it was. Everything he said was true, by the way. So, like, yeah, it's getting kind of scary out here. We still somehow, we're flying right under that radar. Or, frankly, and I'm not even kidding, we got like a fan in one of the 3 acronym, you know, establishments full of bureaucrats. There's a couple Garys sitting in an office right now, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna let this fly right now. We're gonna let this keep going.
What's that promo code?
We want to see where this goes. News 25, all caps. News 25, all caps. NU4R.com. You want to pick up a fucking dope ass hoodie that, yeah, and then you can buy it as a gift for someone, and then you can be like, yo, guess what? You don't tell them you got it for 25% off, because that's like $35. And then you're like, yo, this hoodie helps independent journalism or grassroots journalism. And then the person will walk around and they'll explain that your gift you got them is helping journalism. Just a thought. We're brainstorming here, Tommy. Let's hear your pitch. Let me drink this wine. Let's go.
Oh, no, I'm just laughing at chat right now because you were talking about a 3-letter government organization having a fan of the show in our midst. Chris Guest says the KKK.
Bro. Not those ones. I mean, you know what's funny is I was about to say no, like government-run ones, but I mean, you know, there's a branch of the CIA and the KKK, baby. You know it, if not the whole fucking arm of the tree.
Let's do some topics. I think we're like 30 minutes into this thing.
I know. I haven't even told my story. Listen, You know what? I tell that story on the Robert O'Neill podcast. So what do we got? Like, what do I got in front of you there? I mean, shit, I got stuff in front of me, don't I? You know what? Just pull up some of the Epstein stuff, I guess.
Sure.
You got to read it to me. I just think it's just, you just read these 3 pictures out to me. We're just doing, listen, okay. Is there a video called Epstein over there?
Let me check.
I think there might be. I think there is. And that's going to be a video we could watch. Oh, no.
We got Osama. We got the vegan video.
I have the video over here. That's the one thing I have in front of me. So can we switch to my computer? Did we set up for that? Is that Michael? Is that our executive producer?
Yeah, he's yelling at me again.
Turn it up, he says.
I'm going to turn it up, yeah.
He says, turn that shit up. My man. All right. Well, I got this video over
you got
here.
The video. Are you plugged up?
I mean, I don't think I plugged anything in. So I got to put this.
Take that guy.
Right, there we go. That's all right.
It's on the other side. Left side.
Left side of the computer. Promo code news25. Da, da, da. All right.
Hell
Plugged
yeah.
in. Holy shit. My screen went black, people. And we're back. So Sean Ryan, who also had Robert O'Neill on the show, you know, he had an interesting guest on this week. You let me know when it's switched over.
It is switched over now.
Right.
Oh, good lord, I gotta turn this off.
Well, you know, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice to know, Thomas? So, I mean, that's Sean Ryan's guest. It's a guy, Nick Bryant. I am a fan of this guy, Sean Ryan. It's kind of confusing. Nick Bryant was the guest. Sean Ryan is the host. He's got a pretty good podcast. Check it out. It's not as good as this podcast, though. In fact, don't even check out his podcast. Stay on here. Frankly, you probably know of the guy if you're watching this. So he's grinding. And I mean, that just, I like to, whenever Epstein comes up, Thomas, I like to, you know, talk about it. So bring up some of those pictures. You just read them out, you know, just throw them up there and tell me what you see. Read out the words on the screen for me. Just some fun facts. It's just basically.
Oh, here's the Jeffrey Epstein. There's a tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Listen to Alan, guys. He knows what he's talking about. He got me off multiple felonies so that I could continue doing my favorite activities.
That's Alan Dershowitz, famous New York lawyer. Dershowitz is on the Lolita Express list multiple times, as we have seen for ourselves. Go on, Thomas.
Next picture. Let's see here. Everyone is attacking my good friend Bill Gates because he is sentencing millions of poor children to die. Oh, yeah. But where are we supposed to get our adrenochrome from?
Do you know about that conspiracy? I like these. Cause
I know about that conspiracy.
That one you do know about. Wow, that's one of the more out there ones.
Yeah. That's like my kind of conspiracy theory, though. Just the leap in logic type thing.
I mean, frankly, I don't know. Is there any proven science that adrenochrome would make you like younger? Isn't that what they say? It's to like keep you younger. I think that's some crazy talk. I know they do it in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. You know that movie? You gotta watch. Oh my God. This is a man. We're dealing with a man, people, has not seen Terminator or Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. How can we trust you?
You can't.
You are a robot. He might be Skynet. Like Skynet would totally. Anyways, you don't even know what Skynet is.
Yeah, I know references.
You can't help it, right? In the meme culture now. Exactly. Did you learn it from memes?
That's all online now. Who has time to sit down and watch a movie anymore?
What fucking Skynet would say, bro. For real, you're making me very uncomfortable. Okay, we made it through that. That's good. Why don't you pull up the vegan video while I get my composure?
Sick.
We'll figure out where to go. I just want you to tell me: is this a good look? Is this where society should be heading? You go ahead and you just crank that up for yourself. You listen to that video there.
All right.
Oh, it feels fucking good. You and your small dick and your pussy wet.
Oh, the audio cut out of it. That guy's just macking on rings, dude.
Man, like I'll say this, he's a dick. Like obviously he's a dick.
Yeah, he's doing it to get a rise.
Oh, that rise is unbelievable. Do you notice she catches herself? She was gonna call him a pussy, and then she kind of stops herself because
the audio cut out when you put it down on your phone when you're recording it. But I got the gist of the just screaming at this man.
At one point, she was so angry that she almost said something that she wasn't allowed to say.
I know. You can't say that word.
You can't say that, especially when you're calling it a man, implying that it's like a, weaker thing, which she was about to do. I've had a. I remember in Toronto. You ever hung out in Toronto? Like back in the day, like right when we were like, your age, 20s.
Did I hang out in Toronto when I was my age?
Yeah. No.
I'm here.
Well, so Toronto, it's I guess it depends who you're rolling with. You can find whatever you want in Toronto, but I ended up one time at this there's no other way to say it. It's like a rich people party, and like everyone there was like, yeah, I have my own company, and like inevitably it was like, yeah, the trust fund got the company. They all were like consultants, or the one girl called herself an eco-feminist, and I remember I was like, that's not a thing. You just put like two liberal things beside each other, and then you just called yourself that. And she was like, no, like I was like, okay, so what do you do? And I don't know. She was like in media. What are we saying here? The vegans, I guess I'm saying they got it figured out. There's no way that you'll have like iron deficiencies, like weird shit. Although, man, I'll say this. Sometimes I look at a steak. This is like risky to say, but I sometimes look at the steak and I'm like, I'm kind of done with that. That steak, like sometimes it's a little too chewy, Tom. What do you do with the chewy steak, Thomas?
You cook it better.
What do you do? How do you do that?
You just cook it medium.
Do you wet dry it?
Wet dry it? What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm just trying to get a rise out of you, Tom.
You're just fucking with me.
Is it wet aged?
I don't know. Dry aged. That's the other thing.
No, but I prefer my steak wet aged usually.
But you can't usually get that. Usually it's really dry aged. You know what I mean?
That's not fair.
Especially the older that it gets, the longer you age it, the drier it gets.
It's not really fair. Not really fair. That's all I'll say. Why don't you pull up the CIA agent thing?
CIA agent.
Osama video. Yo, you know what's crazy? We interviewed the guy that shot Osama, and that's dropping today at 4 p.m. 8
Between
p.m.
4 p.m. and 8 p.m.
Between 4 and 8. Yeah, facts. That's what's happening.
All right, let's bring up the Osama video.
Bring up the Osama video.
Oh, where they... So everybody's talking about Bin Laden's letter to America that was published in The Guardian to the point
Brad,
now,
the Rambler, friend of the show.
where they pulled it all these years later. Here's another article from The Guardian you might want to read before it gets pulled.
Ooh, good.
Notice this date, July. 2 months before 9/11. A CIA agent allegedly met with Bin Laden 2 months before 9/11. Isn't that interesting?
Very interesting.
So
Well, if you want to cut to my screen, I have the article here.
Whoa.
We just pulled her right up. CIA agent alleged to have met bin Laden in July. French report claims terrorist leader stayed in Dubai hospital. 2 months before September 11th, Osama bin Laden flew to Dubai for 10 days for treatment at the American hospital, where he was visited by the local CIA agent, according to the French newspaper Le Figaro. The disclosures are known to come from French intelligence, which is keen to reveal the ambiguous role of the CIA and to restrain Washington from extending the war to Iraq and elsewhere. Yeah. Gee, what happened to those weapons of mass destruction in Iraq? Don't ask. I don't know. Don't ask me. I didn't say it was. It's like, bro, you told us. You said they were there for sure. I think that was the first time a politician's ever told a lie.
Politicians don't lie. They're known for their truthfulness and honestness and kissing babies.
So, have you met any politicians living in Ottawa? Have you ever had a conversation with one?
No.
All right.
No,
will you commit on the pod to crashing a reception with me? Yes.
Sure. I'll commit to that.
You can bring your girlfriend. It's free drinks.
Free drinks? Yeah, hell yeah. She's in.
Like, I mean, we'll get right in. I could even, with this mustache, I could even pretend to be a security detail. We'll see. You can get creative with it. I'm just saying, like, I kept it simple, volunteer in an office. You can go in there, security intel, say you're like the...
Dude, I already got mine covered.
We could go like ambassador of Croatia or something. I don't know. You give off
You'd
like...
be surprised how many places I just walk in because I'm the videographer and people just assume I'm supposed to be there. Yeah.
That's pretty good. You
I
just
don't
have
have
like
to
the camera bags.
Someone's like, oh, who are you? I'm like, oh, I'm the video guy. And they're like, oh, okay. And then I just like start eating food that they have provided. Right. And no one asks me any questions because they just assume what I'm saying is true.
You're the guy with the camera.
I'm the guy with the camera. I do it, but there's like, no camera near me.
Have you ever had someone like come up to you and ask to take a picture? So like, what, you weren't taking pictures at an event? And did you ever just like take a random person's picture?
All the time. Dude. The conversation goes, can you take my picture? I said, no, I only do video. That's all they've hired me to do. And then number 2 is, oh, can you take a picture of us with my phone? Yeah. I just go, sure, whatever. It doesn't matter.
I could do that.
That's just what happens.
So what? So you have to be running video the whole time?
Pretty much, yeah. There's a photographer. If they want pictures, there's a photographer. It's not my job.
2 of them. They're busting out 2. We got to take out these photographers so that you can get both jobs.
I don't want both jobs, dude.
That's a nightmare, eh?
The life of a photographer is completely different. It's a completely different beast, especially like wedding stuff like I do.
What a fascinating
It's a little tidbit, dude.
Interesting.
Introspective.
Okay. Yeah. Bin Laden is reported to have arrived in Dubai on July 4th from Quetta in Pakistan with his own personal doctor, nurse, and 4 bodyguards. While there, he was visited by several members of his family, Saudi personalities, and the CIA. I mean, Philip DeFranco says it best. Maybe we should have stopped trusting the Saudis after they helped do 9/11. I guess we'd have to not trust our own businesses and politicians too. I'm not saying they did it. I'm not saying they did it, but I'm saying they certainly took advantage of it. Didn't they, Thomas?
They sure did.
Allegedly.
Those opportunistic bastards.
Allegedly. There's the one guy who took out an insurance claim before the towers hit. He did all right. They rebuilt as you know. He did all right. But I mean, listen, we're not here to talk about that. What am I going to talk about? Oh, I'm going to tell you the story about the Facebook post.
Oh, no.
My mom told me about. So just so y'all have like a line on it. So my mom's awesome. I guess I should say that first. And she is awesome. Kathy, St. Kathy. Don't fuck with her. You'll have the boys. You have boys that don't even fucking like me anymore, but would still stand up for Kathy. That's how we be rolling in the small town. I'm swiveling too much, Tom.
Yeah, you are.
We got fucking yell at me, man. Swivel check me. Be like, yo, stop swiveling.
You got
fucking
it. You got it.
I'm giving Thomas a hard time. He's you know what, Tom? You're doing a great job. You know that?
I'm trying my best.
You're doing good. We're making it. We're making it work.
We're at 40 minutes, by the way.
Our executive producer, I mean, frankly, he should just be putting everything aside for this. I don't understand.
Why isn't this his number one
It's
priority?
like this is the lowest income generator for him so far. Oh, wait. Pending. Patent pending.
We'll see.
Income pending. Monetization there.
Yeah.
I think we've made $50 on YouTube.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, actually.
50 dineros, 50 ducats, baby! All the way to the moon. I'm going to put it all in moon coin. What's the dumbest crypto coin? We should
There's too many,
We
dude.
should take the 50 and throw it down on the fucking dumbest crypto we can think of.
It's all pretty volatile.
No, like the worst. Like
Worst?
what's the recent? Does Logan Paul have any that he's advising? We should buy
Oh.
that.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's always advising something.
So my mom tells me this story the other day, and she's like, "So I have a friend, and he's getting a lot of hate on Facebook." And I'm like, "Oh, really? What happened? What happened on Facebook?" And she's like, "Yeah, he made this post." And I guess the guy was like, "My kid thought he was a..." It's hard to even say. Like, I'm struggling. It's going to be hilarious, though, Tommy, just to get your reaction. Go ahead and get the camera cut over to you. Feel free to do that anytime. So the post that this man, this from what I know, like 60 plus man made is, or no, he must be like 40. He's a father. He's like, "My kid came home from school. I'd like to thank my teacher, who, when he said he associates as a pirate, they chopped off his leg and gouged out his eye. And now he's a real pirate. And thank you so much." Yada yada. I think you get the drift of the post that this man made, an unsolicited Facebook post that no one asked for. Anyways, I was like, "Oh man, that's fucking brutal, eh?" And my mom's like, "Well, he's right." And I'm like, "I know." I was like, "Oh my god, I knew that's where this was going." And it's like, listen, you can. I was just like, that man is just looking for a fight. How are you going to post that right now and not expect to get into a fight?
That is the Facebook equivalent of eating wings at a vegan rally.
Bro, I guess it is, kind of.
It's the same thing.
Holy shit.
He's just looking for a rise.
Like, oh my God. I was just like, this is the state. Like, I don't even like to engage in this shit. And that's exactly why. Because it's like meaningless trolling. Like, oh my God, bro, that was so unnecessary. But I understand people feel threatened. I do understand that. But it's like, it's not something to worry about, frankly. Just fucking move on. Like, Tommy, did you ever do anything your teacher told you to do? Like, if you're actually worried about your teachers convincing your kid to be like some way that he's not, I can promise you a teacher never convinced me to fucking do
literally
anything.
Never.
I think that's one of,
never.
I think we actually just hit on maybe the best point. Like, that was one of those eureka moments I just had. Like, bro, you can't be worried about the influence. Like, I mean, kids are going to find influences all over the place, and some of them will be bad places. Rarely will it be their teacher.
Very rarely.
How's that?
Very rarely.
How's that for like a commercial for the education system?
Yeah, seriously.
Anyways, there are some good teachers. I mean, shout out. I know the job's very hard, guys. There's fucking Toronto schools where the teachers are all scared of the kids. And I'll just say this. Like, it's like scared for their lives. And I mean, I feel bad. Certainly, I mean, if you're a woman of small stature, definitely you got some big kids in there. But I think any grown man, I don't know, it'd have to be one yoked up 18-year-old kid to really make you scared. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you gotta take back a little control. I guess it's very hard in some of these classrooms to take any control back. But anyways, teachers, hard job. I'll acknowledge that. Frankly, though, parents, your kid's not gonna do what their teacher tells them to. And I mean, frankly, it's just. What do you think about that post, though, Tom? Let's go back to that.
It's just a rise. It's just trying to get a leading rise to the people.
Would you ever make a post?
No.
How would you word that post?
I wouldn't make that post.
Were you saying though that you agree with the post in general?
No.
He never said that. Oh, I love you, Kathy. I love you, Kathy. Yeah, so I mean, that's it. That's what we're dealing with today. The level of like trolling and the level of what is it, tension and just like people riling each other up over something that's frankly should be at the bottom of the list of priority. I know it's anecdotal and personal biases may make this something that you're very passionate about. That's cool. I'm not telling you not to be passionate about it. I would certainly never tell anyone who to love or what to love. You know, Jamie Lannister. He says that, you know, the guy banging his sister.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's something to be said about transcending literary themes, and that's that love's hard to describe. So you never want to discourage anyone from loving who they want, Tom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how we're going to wrap this whole little segment up?
I think so.
Is that it?
Jamie Lannister, I guess.
Yeah, his arc got ruined in season 8. I can't even watch Game of Thrones anymore because they ruined it so bad. No, straight up, like, I don't know if anyone else is going through that, but like, I can't watch it. I can't watch any of it, and the first 4.5 seasons are pretty damn good. You know, and then seasons, anyways, guys, it's not a Game of Thrones podcast. This is a video game podcast where we talk about Minecraft strategies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mostly. What do we talk about here, Tom?
What to do when video game life gets a little too hectic, and we got video game news.
That's right. Do we support, are you a vegan? How long have you been a vegan?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not vegan.
Oh, you're not vegan?
No.
What's your favorite kind of meat?
I like chicken, dude.
My man's on the chicken, he's crushing maybe a burrito here and there. Do you ever get spicy with it? You ever get
Always.
My man says spicy. We'll bring in the hot sauce next. Maybe less like a Christmas special thing.
Yeah? I'll kick your ass with hot sauce.
I got a, oh man, I'm so glad you said that. We got a death metal band lined up for Christmas too. I thought that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Death metal Christmas, Metalocalypse. Shout out. Yo, thank you for the Shooting Aces. What's up? Should take a look at the TikTok. I mean, what do we got left on the docket in front of you there?
We got time for one more thing.
What do we got left? I want to hear. We might run it 10 minutes extra. I feel like there was some fucked up time in there, right?
Danger be no, we're just about 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So call it 45. We're gonna say 5 minutes of technical.
We got Danger Dean, Chris Pratt.
Watch the Danger. No, you know what? Actually, throw on Danger Bean while I catch my bearings. Danger Bean's good. We like this guy. I'm just trying to pump him actually. I noticed he got kind of shadow bananaed as well on the TikTok.
You ready for the...
Yeah, you can. I mean, it's funny. This is just funny. You tell me what you think.
Childhood self, what would you say?
It's a succinct analysis of our current state of affairs.
If you could go back in time and say one thing to your childhood self, what would you say?
Everything you love is going to become Chris Pratt.
Oh yeah.
You don't know who that is yet, but you will.
Chris
Your Garfield
what?
stuffy? Yeah, Chris Pratt's going to voice him. Your Lego? Chris Pratt. Your Mario? Yeah, that's going to be Chris Pratt as well.
Oh, so Chris Pratt's Italian.
Hard no, actually. Well, that's okay. I still have my dinosaurs in my favorite. You see Jurassic Park? Yeah, Chris Pratt. Also.
Maybe I'll get into comic books.
I'd steer clear of comics in general, just for like your popularity's sake, but also Chris Pratt is heavily involved in that stuff too. Honestly, I'd just take all the stuff that you hold dear to yourself, and I'd move to a cabin far away from civilization where there's no internet and no.
Chris Pratt. It's all just Chris Pratt. It just becomes Chris Pratt. I found that like kind of nice, but also kind of like in a cosmic horror kind of way, like really terrifying. It's like that's what, like picture that, like that's what you have to look forward to. Everything turns into Chris Pratt. That's what
It is terrifying.
That's what heaven is. You go to heaven and
It's just Chris Pratt.
your mom's Chris Pratt. What if your mom was Chris Pratt? Would you tell her you loved her?
How do you tell Chris Pratt I love him?
That's good, man. I'm glad you said that because, He's going to be our next guest on the podcast.
Hell yeah.
No, that's Tim Kennedy. Tim Kennedy, 1.4 million followers. He'll he'll be the first guest we have on that has more followers than us. I'm excited for that for some reason. I'm ready for that. Let's go! By the way, I think I forgot to even save this one, but I just want to point out, Tom, that, Tim Kennedy was on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So we're pulling a Rogan guest.
Not bad.
Episode 10.
Not bad.
Episode 10, not bad. Pretty good. That kind of puts us one step. I got this buddy, shout out Byro. Still waiting for you to respond to the dryer story, buddy. But anyways, Byro, he's not friend that's really encouraging, by being a dickhead. So he was like, yeah, it was last time I told him I was going to New York for this podcast. He's like, yeah, you're still like 15 steps away from Rogan, though. And I was like, cool. Like, how are we determining those steps? Anyways, 15 seemed like a lot. But maybe he was right. But I'd say, what does that put us? One step away, frankly? If we're pulling, it's, what's the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon? We are 1 degree away multiple times now. Tom just pulled something off the table. It's probably vital to the whole operation. I can see the panic in his eyes. He's ready to fucking hurl my computer out the window. There are no windows in here. Shout out Diamond Storage Lockers. If you got anything you need to store and you're looking for maybe a storage war situation, should we see if we can get into one of those? Maybe they can sponsor us for that. Okay, storage wars? Yeah, they do storage wars here. You can bid on lockers. Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to just point this out. Just pull over to this thing real quick. And this is what I've been waiting for. Let me know when it's on. It's up. She's on, and we got actual good news. Media monitoring company NewsGuard, which I believe is a government-owned entity, sued for defamation. Helping feds violate free speech rights. There's a bunch of independent journalists that filed this lawsuit. I just want to point this out so everyone's aware of it. And it is absolutely, I've been saying for a long time that these fact-checking companies, that's something I want to actually look into is who owns it, like factcheck.org? Who owns that, I wonder? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think it's as simple as clicking on it? Let's go to the about, right? Or about us? Yeah, about us, our mission. Our funding, maybe, is a good place to start. 3 sources, APPC, the Annenberg Foundation, and the Flora Family Foundation. I mean, we could dig into this some more, but I mean, I'll tell you what, I'm sure these things tie back to one of the media conglomerates, almost guarantee it. And it's nice to see that, we got a little bit of legislation happening on behalf of journalism, because I've noticed these fact-checking things, they like to come up the gate. Sometimes the fact-check article is published before the even article is referencing, it seems. Funny how that happens. It's bullshit. It's sad that we're living, look, I hate it. I don't like it. And I understand that it's not the case all the time, but we're living in a society where you got to question a fact-checking apparatus because it seems disingenuous. Like this is the dystopian hell that we were warned about. By the way, Tom, I know you haven't seen Terminator, but we also were warned about some other stuff that we're doing regarding AI. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. Take your pick. How are we going to die? Suffocated by suppression of journalism and freedom of speech, or just straight up AI explosions? Which way do you prefer, Thomas?
You're not even going to put climate on that list.
We're going to tell ourselves before climate, bro. Straight up. Unless there's a polar shift.
I think the AI apocalypse is coming for us.
If there's a polar shift, which there's water like leaking the Earth's crust, like into the core or out of the core. That's happening right now. They got like weird stuff happening in the core of the Earth. There's like 40 to 60 volcanoes active. Iceland's cracking down the middle. You know, so 1,000 earthquakes a day. Did you know any of this?
No. This is real news.
This is just stuff off the top. I mean, they've been waiting for that Iceland volcano to explode for a couple of weeks now, but I mean, they evacuated the town of 3,000, and I mean, is it anything to be scared of? I guess you just don't know. If you think the scientists know and like to keep us guessing, like this could be the big one. Like, I'm pretty sure the last time Iceland had a volcano off Canada got affected. Our air was all fucked.
Yeah, it was.
So
I feel like the scientists say something like, it might be a big one, and then media takes that and saying, scientists say, this is the one.
Sure.
And then
I guarantee you, if it was the one that was going to explode, and you reported that, you'd get fact checked instantly. I guarantee it, frankly. Alright. Let's do what do I got? What else do I got in the docket? Funny videos, right?
we got funny videos.
And,
We do funny videos, and then that's...
and what else do we have?
That's about it.
That's about it. I think we actually made it through. There's the one story, like, I mean, I'll say it one more time. We got the new novel coming out at Christmas, little teaser. And I was going to tell a story about how I wrote it. But I tell that on the Robert O'Neill podcast. So that's going to be available when, Tom? When's the podcast with Robert
4
O'Neill?
p.m. to 8 p.m.
Who's Robert O'Neill?
He's the guy that shot Osama bin Laden.
That's my man.
I
Yeah,
pay attention sometimes.
he's got this shit. My man's out here. He's learning stuff. He's navigating the treacherous hallways of my mind. It's no easy task, Thomas. No.
But I make do. Are you ready for funny videos?
Are you ready? You seem like you're ready.
I'm ready. This is my favorite segment.
I know, it's mine too. Wait. So funny video one. I'm gonna come over there and watch it with you. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Good.
Come on down.
You listen. I know. I just want to like see it so I can see your reaction. I know I got most of these memorized.
Funny video one.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Got something. I've got something. Come to Papa Moon. That's it. Come on. Oh.
Hi there.
What?
Who are you?
I'm old Greg. Pleased to meet you.
What do you want?
Maybe I should ask you the same question. What you doing in my waters?
Just taking the air, you know. Not fishing.
And then how come this hook's in my head, fool?
It's nothing to do with me, sir.
It's attached to your rod, mother liquor.
Don't kill me. I've got so much to give.
Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach. You ever drunk Baileys from a shoe?
What?
You wanna come to a club where people wee on each other?
No.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Excuse me?
I like you. What do you think of me?
I don't rightly know, sir.
Make an assessment.
I think you're a nice, modern gentleman.
Don't lie to me, boy.
Nice modern
I know
gentleman.
what you think.
He's a nice fucking
Here comes
shit.
old Greg. He's a scaly man. You don't know me. You don't know what I got. I got something to show you. You know what that is? That's old Greg's vagina. I got a mangina. I'm old Greg.
There you go.
Wow.
That's old Greg. That's old, man. We went down a weird rabbit hole. So that's old Greg. We went down a weird rabbit hole the other night, and old Greg came up. We're gonna play a video too.
Are we playing the whole 2 minutes?
You kinda. It's a commercial, so I think you're good. Let it play to like. Alright, just play it for a
told
second.
about strangers
Or let it play for a minute.
But there are other traps you
Okay.
need to know about.
Hi, I lost my little dog. Can you help me find him?
Be suspicious of an adult asking for help. Hi, I'm just playing with my daughter's video game. The battery seems to be dead. I have some in my car. Why don't you come over and help me put them in?
Stay away from people in cars.
Hey kid, how you doing?
Oh man.
We're making a movie over there. You want to go see it?
Only professional agencies hire for TV work. I ought to know.
Hey kid, let's go to the arcade and play some video games. What do you say?
Ignore him and walk away.
Little boy, I'll give you $10. I beg you.
It's okay to say no, even to an adult. Safety is more important than good manners.
Hey, kid. I'll teach you how to hit this ball right over the fence. Come on, it'll be fun.
Trust your own feelings.
You can turn it off now. Pull up the supplemental one. This is important. We got the supplemental one, and there's a point in the middle. Specifically, you don't know exactly at what point you can cut it. I want you to tell me what that moment is.
Oh my god.
You'll see.
How are you doing, little kids?
Hey guys, stranger danger.
Hi, how are you doing? Good to see ya. You're pretty good.
Thanks. You hear not too bad yourself.
Oh my god.
There's a baseball hit the kid, man.
Now you know the most common kidnap traps to avoid and how to be street smart. The time to start is now. Be cautious and observant and report anything.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
The kid getting hit with the basketball. Classic. I don't think I was ready for that.
He's like, I don't even know what they're trying to get across. I don't know, man. It's the 80s were crazy times.
Well, that was like the cocaine kid or whatever they called him.
The 80s.
That was from Vine.
The 80s was a crazy time, bro. Wait, the kid getting hit in the face was not from the original.
That's a Vine, dude.
Oh man, Tommy's laying it on.
That was like the whole thing. This kid, he would like just scream like a velociraptor and then he would hit him with shit.
How can we get on that money train? What are we doing here? We're trying to expose government lies and secrets. Can we just hit some kid with autism in the head with a ball? Jesus Christ. No, the trick, Tommy, is you gotta have some kids. Pop some babies out and then buy them toys and then you make them open the toys. You know how to take good videos, so it's just kids opening toys. Maybe sing some stupid song. Make a song up. The words don't have
We're in the wrong business, right?
The words don't even have to rhyme. They don't have to rhyme. I'm working on it. I did think about writing a children's book. I just don't know how. How do I write without saying fuck?
Yeah. I don't think you can,
Did
dude.
you see the predicament there?
Alright.
What's that? Does that mark like the end of it, I think?
I think so.
Well, no, because listen, I do apologize, guys. Just like, it's been crazy. The week has been crazy. I've been waiting for this Robert O'Neill thing. And then we locked in, again, Tim Kennedy next week. Brand new interview. Gonna be coming hot down the stinking pipeline, Tommy. Right through the old poop chute. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is the words of an acclaimed scholar, Amazon #1 bestseller.
Bestseller, Canadian author. What do we say about Margaret Atwood?
Fuck her.
She was rude to Kathy. That's it. For no other reason. I mean, I read The Handmaid's Tale. It's not bad. It's decent. I don't remember it really. I mean, I know they make the women in the baby factories. It's scary stuff. Shout out to Canadian artists all over the world. Support Canadian artists, just not Margaret Atwood. On that note, Confessions of a Middle-Aged White. I'm never gonna win the Giller Prize. I just sealed my fate. I just became enemy #1 in the Canadian publishing. I already was, frankly. There's only like 6 literary agents in the whole country. It's like a weird thing. Yeah.
Can you put #1 bestseller on the title now?
I would, but it's not, like, it's misleading. It's just the #1 best-selling.
That's what people do, though.
I know, it's all a scam, I know. You buy 10,000 copies of your own book or whatever, I get it. We're not at that level yet. We're trying to legitimately sell our books to people. Like a sucker. Why, Tom? Why do I keep doing things legit? One of these days I'm gonna learn. No, I'm not.
You never learn.
No, that's why we have this show, though. That's why we have an interview. Robert O'Neill dropping tonight. Stay tuned for that. What else, Tom? What's the merch code?
News 25.
News 25, all caps. Pick up some merch. $35 for a hoodie. What do you think of that deal, Tom?
That's a sick deal, dude.
That's a pretty good deal. $25 for a hat.
Black Friday, right?
Black Friday sale. NU4R.com. NU4R.com.
NU4R.com.
Get your merch now. NU4R.com. News 25. News 25. News 25. Staying fresh and 5 alive. We're live at 6 and 5. Tom.
We were live at
Tom's like, fucking shut up so we can end this podcast. I feel like we're just getting into our groove, man. I mean, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about dividends in the Lockheed stocks?
Sure, you know it.
I don't know. They probably made some money from killing some kids today or something.
I mean, that sums it up.
That sums it up. Stay safe, everyone. Stay tuned. Lots more to come, but this was fun. I always like this. We really just kind of shot the shit today. That's fine. Which was your favorite video? It's old Greg.
It's old Greg one.
It's old Greg by a mile.
Hell yeah.
Why is that even funny? You know what I mean? Is it just their stupid accent, like the way they talk? Like, I'm not saying the accent, so just like the way that it sounds so dumb. He's like a modern, respectable gentleman. Make an assessment. Make an assessment. Make an assessment. All right, cut this shit. We're good.